Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Pass the Sticks. I'm your host, JB. Joining me always, Tsunamic Wave. What's going on, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Can't complain. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good, yo. We back on Tuesday, a regular night. You know what I mean? Um, ain't no jokes today, like, right? Like, but nah, yo, appreciate all the love and support as always. Wave, I was kind of wondering, I was like, are people gonna get it twisted and think we on Wednesdays now, or what's the deal, right? Like, I was actually curious how that was gonna work out. But we here though.
Right. I can't lie. I wouldn't really blame them. We've been on Wednesday 2 days in a row. Hopefully, they don't assume that that was a permanent change. I know we made it very clear that that was just because of certain
Right.
circumstances, but hopefully they come back through.
Absolutely. Shout out to Shantae for checking out the show. If I mispronounce your name, please let me know. But yo, if you're new to the show is split into four parts. We start out what games we're currently playing, then we'll go into this week in gaming, talk about some retro games that dropped throughout this week in history. Then from there, we'll go on to topics. And then after that, we'll hit the spin wheel. Got one gotta go, game versus, all types of questions and stuff like that. So as always, Wade, we're gonna kick this off with what games you're currently playing, bro.
I think I found a gem. I'm not gonna lie. So this is a game that was obviously well, I'm not gonna say obviously, but it was in previous preview mode. Previously, and then it just came out like last week. It's called Small Land, Survive the Wilds, and it's about a group of people or a race of people that came after humans was extinct, and they kind of took over, and it's like almost like Grounded, with a mix of it's like Grounded really, but it's like better graphics. It's more creatures in the thing.
Okay.
It's really freaking dope. It actually got a story, a good story mode too. So if you get a chance, check it out. It do cost. It's like $30. It's not really pricey, but I think you should check it out. For me, it's a gem. If you like games like Power World, uh um what the game I just said, I can't remember, but if you like games in that category, this is a fun one for you.
Okay. So you like it better than Grounded? Because I did mess with Grounded, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah, I do like it a little bit more than Grounded because of the graphics, the way it looked. The seasons changed. The grass actually, like, they paid a lot of attention to detail, and I could appreciate that. And I'm sorry, it wasn't that wasn't the only game I played, but that took a majority of my time. I
Okay.
also played like a game called Hawked. That's new, that just came out. And it's free. It's a game where it's like a looter shooter. So you go in there with a team of three, and you could go by yourself. You go in there, you loot, you try to get to a treasure. It's one treasure. Everybody try to get it. You get it. You escape with it, and then you could like use it for the next time you go in. I think that's a pretty dope concept. Um, so in Apex, because season 20 just dropped. So those are the three games I really been playing. More Small Land than any of the other ones though.
Has Apex because it's been out for what, 4 years now, 5 years now, I think.
Five years, yeah.
Um how has it like gone over time? Because I know COD, like Warzone, right? For example, came out the gate hot, then
Mhm.
kind of cooled off, and then when they when they redid the map, it kind of got hot again. And since then I felt like it's just been kind of flatlined, right?
Yeah,
Apex seemed to have, from outside looking in, it seemed to have done a lot better job of like reinventing, going, you know what I mean?
right.
Is
I
that
mean,
is that correct or
yeah, but COD been out a lot longer, so it's easier to become stale when you've been out for 10 plus years. You know what I mean? Apex only been out for probably less than half the time COD been out.
5 years?
But at
Yeah,
the same time, both battle royales been out kind of the same amount of time. Apex is just, they always trying to do different things. I'm not saying COD isn't, but they just not doing enough changes to make a something, for
right,
us to like realize it. They took away like slide cancels. That's, first of all, we hated that. So it ain't like that was a great thing.
right, right,
But with Apex, they got ability, so it's different. They could make certain people OP. For this season though, in particular, they made everybody really powerful, and they changed up the way the armor swaps is, and the way they gave us perks with the armor. So they trying different things this season. that I could appreciate, and it's making for a lot better gameplay. I'm enjoying this season. I don't know if anybody else play Apex, but I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. It's bringing the fan base back because a lot of people was kind of going away from it because it was selling out. You know,
Yep.
with these changes, I think a lot of people gonna enjoy it this season.
Yo, yeah, yo. For me, man, I just Madden because it's on Game Pass. You know what I mean? Wave. I tried to play this dude Patrick Mahomes on all Madden, right?
Oh yeah,
First
he
mistake.
different.
I know. Tell me how I'm up. I kick a field goal, bro, with maybe 20 seconds left. They got one timeout. Tell me how this dude hit Kelsey for a 30-yard pass and then
Mhm.
threw a fucking Hail Mary to Rashid Rice, rookie Rashid Rice. Back of the end zone, perfect throw. Game over, they win.
Pat in the 99 club though. You
Bro,
gotta expect it.
I raged like I raged out, bro. I'm like, yo, get the hell out of here, bro. Like, yo, like my man caught it in the back of the end zone, right? Like, you know what I mean? One step,
Right.
he's out of bounds. You know what I mean? One
Right.
step. I was like, man, get the hell out of here, man. This is bullshit.
I ain't
So
gonna lie, he fried me up last week.
yeah,
I tried
like
to do the same thing.
obviously he's super nice in real life. Of course, it makes sense. It kind of reminds me of what was that 2K16 or 2K17 with the Warriors and Steph
Oh
Curry
yeah.
just went crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what that remind me of. But yeah, other than that, I played Odyssey, still going through that. There's just so many goddamn moons to get in that game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Let's get to the chat and then we'll get on to this week in gaming. Jess said hi, what's going on?
Yep.
Mo said, yo, what's good? What up, man?
Yep.
I am Madden 683. My son Wave, he know nothing about Madden.
I do not. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I'm some type of Madden guru. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I play like my player. You feel me? Against the
Yeah.
computer. You know, that's my lane.
I feel you, man. But yo, let's get on to this week in gaming when we briefly look back at games that dropped throughout this week in history. Wave, first game we talk about is Jet Li Rise to Honor, which dropped on the PS2 back in 2004. Wait, before we even get into the actual game, are you a fan of Jet Li and like Bruce Lee, Jet Li?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I
Absolutely.
You never know, man. Like it's not a crime to be like to not
Nah,
be,
nah.
but
Yeah.
I was just curious. But yeah, yo, but this is a game, man, that I remember this game. I have this game. Not the biggest fan of it, to be honest. Like it's not, I don't even think it's bad, to be honest. It's just again, at that time, this was my style game. The closest thing I got to it was more like the Matrix games. Because those games just fire. I'm not even a big fan of the franchise of them, like the films, but the game was just fire. I popped this game in. It's all right. You know what I mean? It's a beat 'em up. Obviously, they're selling off of Jet Li. Obviously, that's like the biggest part of the game in terms of like the appeal. But yeah, it's not bad. There's one level though that's like challenging for no reason because they just I think the game just keeps respawning people. Like you're not supposed to beat them all. You know what I mean? And like you got to understand that. But it's a cool game though. What's your thoughts on this?
This game is. I actually had this game. I didn't particularly enjoy it either, but that's because like I'm not really great at games like this, you know.
Yeah.
But my little cousin, he used to kill this game at my crib. He used to come over and just kill it. He used to be jumping in one spot and just killing everybody. But this kind of remind me. I believe this game is before its time. I'll just say that. You know what game this remind me of? Sifu.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like this is like a Sifu style game, and I don't think people really appreciated games like this until like a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Right.
When like Trek the Yomi came out, Sifu came out, and it's another one just like this, but I can't really think of it off the top of my head. But that's just what it kind of reminds me of, you know, just a game before its time, and I don't think people like really appreciated it enough, including myself, who actually had this. You know what I mean?
Right. John just said, "What's good, Kings? What's good, bro?"
Yo.
Never heard of this game, but given the time, it makes sense that that exists. Word. What's the joint? Romeo Must Die. Like,
oh yeah, that was my joint.
Yeah. Just said never played this. What up? Levante said, "Sup, fellas? What y'all playing? Yo, you missed last week's show. I finally played 2K24 for the first time. Mario Odyssey, playing some Madden now that it's on Game Pass. That's basically what I've been playing.
Yeah, I've been playing that Small World, Small Land. I always mix it up. Small Land. It's a newer game. It just released a couple of days ago, I believe last week.
Yep.
It's pretty dope. If you into like grounded, you know, kind of crafting type games, Craftopia games like that, you will like it.
Right. I Mattis said, tell him it's up for 420 from Love from VA. Okay. Shout out to VA. Said, taught you how to play Destiny, Wave.
Absolutely not. He's lying. love to my boy Perp though.
Right.
That's what he meant to write. Perp.
Right. Gotcha.
That's my boy.
All right. No doubt. Yo, let's get to the next game we talking about. Yo, the next game we talking about, Wave. Yo, I felt like somehow we've been covering the Streets franchise just like by nature. Like they all just seem to have dropped around the same time. Today we talking about FIFA Street though, which dropped back in 2005, man. Wave. We covered basketball, we covered football, and now here we are with soccer, man. FIFA Street. Yo, I'm gonna kick this one off, man. This was the first soccer game that I actually liked. I went on to start liking the FIFA series, like the mainline one, but not before this game. Like this game was super fun. Mass amount of love for this game. But yeah, this was the first soccer game I ever liked, bro. Like, and that's why I could see how NFL Street, what that would do for some people, NBA Street, of course, because like that was me with soccer. I wasn't big into the sport itself, but playing this game kind of got me into the sport enough to actually check out the mainline game, and then I became a fan of soccer. I'm still not the biggest fan. I'm not going to pretend to be, but like this is what got me into it. So I got love for this game. What's your thoughts on FIFA Street?
I mean, FIFA Street is dope. Every time I think of a street game, I always think like baseball missed out because, like you said, it could bring in an audience of people that didn't really, know about the game or really cared to, watch it.
Right.
I'm kind of bringing people. So, Streets, FIFA Streets in particular is really dope. I kind of like how they didn't just make it all about the feet. I literally just saw somebody punch the ball, try to hit it in the hoop with their fist, which make it dope to me because it's something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably want to help the kids learn the game, but that's not what this is about. It didn't get me into FIFA at all. Like the Olympics got me into that,
Okay.
But I really do appreciate games like this. I really think they should. I'm saying really think a lot, but I really think they should bring the Streets franchise back. We need this aspect of the games. You know what I'm saying? We need that fresh flavor, just creative type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's missing it in the game, especially in sports world.
You think it would fare well with like obviously a farewell from us, but that's partially off nostalgia. But like for like younger kids who are like growing up playing Madden, 2K, those are obviously the dominant franchises. You think the Streets version would be good as a standalone game or just like a mode? You see what I'm saying?
That's tough. I don't really know. Like I think they would appreciate this. Mario Strikers, they're pretty decent.
Right.
And that's just a regular soccer game with Mario. So I think if they put a little flair to it, I think the younger generation would enjoy it. At least give them a try. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Give them their own.
That's fair. All right, yo. So let's see what the chat's saying. John said FIFA Street GOAT said they need to do a remaster for all Street games. Look, man, a remaster 100%, man. I know there might be some licensing problems, Wave, obviously dealing with real life players, of course. But you could work that out. You know what I mean? They definitely could. Mo said this was cool, but Mario Strikers came out this year as well, and that game was far superior. I agree. Mario Strikers kind of like the only reason why that thing, because this happened to come out first. You know what I mean? So because I remember playing Strikers, like again, at that whole year, I'm not gonna lie and say I was into soccer that year, but those two games was kind of like, I'm gonna check out the FIFA game. You know what I mean? I think it was FIFA whatever, like 08 was when that was the first one I actually bought. But Yeah, yo, let's get to this next game we talking about. Next game we talking about, Wave, is a game undefeated. Undefeated, Wave. I don't care what nobody say. I'm undefeated. Yo, next game we talking about is, excuse the graphics, it's all messed up. Fight Night round 3. Wave, kick this one off, man.
I mean, what can I say? Fight Night
Right.
round 3 is a classic. Um, I'm undefeated. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I remember, you know, a way long time ago, too so long ago. I don't even want to mention the time, but I remember sitting in the barbershop, just washing up everybody that came in the barbershop, willing to play this. And my barber just let me sit there and beat everybody up. He was taking all challenges. I was just killing them. I really do appreciate this game, man. I think this is one of well, Champion was pretty good too, but this was one of the last really good boxing games. It kind of boxing games as a whole kind of went down from this game right here. This was probably the last good one, to be honest with you.
Is this the quintessential barbershop game right here? Because I feel like everybody has at least played this game in the shop once, right? Is this that one though?
Yeah, I believe so. This the Madden that came out that year, I don't remember what year it was, and in the 2K, or yeah, in the 2K. Was it live? It might have been live. This was a while
Live,
ago.
you know what?
Might
That
have been
that is
live.
that is a good one. Live was definitely one of them. That was that as you see, I just fixed the graphic on the fly, man. Like, but yeah, yo, this game right here, bro, super special, bro. I can't even talk about how many hours I put into this game just from playing against people, playing the against the computer, playing the career mode. Just special, man. I miss this game, man. Like you said, Wave, boxing, the landscape has changed, and it trickled down to the video game where now they don't even make them no more. You know what I mean? I felt like after this, even though it's not even the same sport, like the UFC games took over, right? And that became
Right.
like the mainline fighting game, right? But nah, it's not topping this, bro. Fight Night round 3 was special. Like I said, undefeated. Whoever want war, it's whatever. Like that's the type of time I'm on when it comes to Fight Night, man. Um, yeah, man. I could go on this game forever. Let's see what the chat is saying, man.
There's a lot of lies in the chat.
Yo,
A lot of lies in the chat.
Levante said they need to bring boxing to the next gen. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
They
Wave,
do
like,
got boxing in the next gen. It's called Undefeated, but it's only on PC. It's not on console yet.
okay.
Oh wait, that's probably what you meant. My bad, D.
Yeah, probably,
I
yeah.
meant Levante.
But I mean, damn, like I don't know where it went wrong. Maybe it was the sport itself that kind of fell off, and that's why they stopped. But there was no real explanation. You know what I mean? Like as to they did Fight Night round 4, they did Fight Night. Was it Champions? And
Yeah,
that seemed to have been it. Like
there's too many belts, too many promotions. It's just too
right,
much to go into it. Too much.
right. Mo says, see, this is where it's at. This game was so fire. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I am Madden said I knocked Wave out a couple times.
This is cap. He's lying, bro. Probably in Fight Night Champion, but not Fight Night Round 3. That is a cap.
Right.
They throw a smut on my name. This is a lie too. The same thing. This is a lie, bro. I never got washed by nobody.
Wave, you're not undefeated. I had this at the house, and you definitely got washed.
Bro, who washed me? Who beat me? You can't name them. They throwing smut on my name, bro. This is straight lies.
Levante said, also, I got touching on college football 25. I can't right now, man. Real quick, yo. The game will be out, I believe, in the middle of July. That's usually when the college games drop. They're going to announce it 100% in May, they said. I'm hyped for it. College games, the presentation was always great, which is why people had such a bad taste for Madden, because it was like, why? If you could do the presentation for college, why can't you do it for Madden? So I'm hyped for it. I love the college game. I love playing college video games. I hope they bring the basketball one back too. That's really where I'm at with that. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it don't come out this summer. 25, don't it come out this summer? Then they've
No,
announced
well, yeah, it's 25. It's like this one is Madden 2025, even though it's out this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm bugging.
like,
I'm with you.
you good? There you
Yeah,
go.
I can't wait though. Honestly, like it's been so long since we actually got a good since we got a college game. Period.
Right, 10
Basketball,
years.
we gonna throw that out the window. That's not happening. We could
Right,
just leave that alone. But the football, I can't wait. I really can't wait for like the my player mode. To just go through a college season, man. That'd be dope.
right. Yeah, man. Most also this game don't look as great as I remembered it. Yeah, 360 era. You know what I mean? I remember at the time seeing this game, be like, "Yo, this look crazy." Like I remember seeing this wave. I remember seeing this and be like, "Yo, this is real life, bro." Like so
Right.
now it's funny to look back, right? But at the times, nothing was touching this, bro.
The ring ladies look better than the boxers. Like I just want to put
Yeah.
that out there. They put extra care on that.
Angel Sada was good, bro. He said live 05
Yo.
fight night and streets were fire. Think he talking about in the shop.
Yeah.
You know what? Streets is another one. Streets Volume 2 was heavy in barbershops. That's another one.
Yo, Angel, you ain't gonna give us our credit for being here on Tuesday.
Yo, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yo, Del Miners, it was good, bro. He said greatest heavyweights on Sega. Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Sega, you talking about Fight Night Round 3, man? Oh, you can
Yeah,
watch 2. I'm watching everybody.
Right, Dizzle said, "Yo, it was good, bro. Let's go."
Yo.
John said, "Greatest boxing again of all time." Okay,
yes,
best
sir.
boxing game of all time. I ain't mad at that. Mo said, "I won because I remember this dude Vic was button mashing like crazy."
Bruh, we don't want to. I'm not even gonna bring up whatever you talking about right now, Mo. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't remember this.
Jeremiah said, "Wave lit."
Toast to the birthday week, man.
Hey, man, word, man. So I went in fight night, always going in fist flying like the end of the Rocky movies. No blocking, no ducking, just fist baby. Yo, that's a quick way to get knocked out, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm not doing that.
So my man went in like who's like Wilder from like till this day like that, like just straight punching. I imagine said NCAA basketball should get it a chance. Yeah, yo, I was a big fan of the college games, man. All of them. The college baseball game was cool. The college basketball games, the college football games is probably the most popular. But like, yeah, I'm down for that. Word.
NCAA basketball is popping too. It's just that's gonna be hard, especially with the NIL deals, man. I don't see that happening.
Right. Angel said, "I'm surprised you showed up
last minute, man. I barely made it. I'll be honest with you."
Most of the fam, look at the crowd. They all doing the same thing. Hey, man, they swag surfing like Taylor Swift.
They all reacting to that cap of you beating me.
Yo, let's get to the next game, man. Yo, I see what type of time we're on tonight. Yo, next game we talk about, y'all, is Crackdown. Now, Wave, I'm gonna let you kick this one off, man. What's your thoughts on Crackdown?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't give Crackdown a chance at all growing up. I felt like this was like the direct opposition to Grand Theft Auto, and I didn't appreciate that. And looking back at it, I don't really think it was. It's really different. It don't really have a lot of similarities to GTA besides the fact that you could go on crazy crime sprees, and I'm not even sure. Ain't the protagonist a cop? I don't know, but I know you could just do random stuff like GTA. I think that's where the comparisons end. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when I was younger, I didn't care. I felt like this was direct opposition. I couldn't do it. You know me. I'm on one side of the fence. I pick sides. Well, I was picking sides when it come to games. And I was GTA all the way. So I didn't give this a chance. I got plenty of friends who told me I should have, and this is a dope franchise. Looking at it, it looked nice. It looked really dope. But I really honestly didn't give it a chance for that reason.
Yo, this was one of those games basically starting off kind of the same way with you, Wave. Saw it, was like, nah, right? But remember back in the day, Wave, like you go to GameStop, they had that Ben, what was it, like 2 for 10, 2 for 20 or whatever it was.
Yep.
And I remember picking this game up probably like 2009, to be honest, like 2009, 2010. And I played it, and like, again, obviously heavily inspired by Grand Theft Auto. That's obvious. But just fun. Like, obviously, I would even rank the game or nothing. I'm not saying it's one of the best or whatever, but it was a fun game. Like the setting of like this little futuristic aspect to it. I had no problem with it. Crackdown 2 was good as well. Crackdown 3 was when, for me, it fell off the rails, like too much, you know what I mean?
Right.
But this first one, nah, I got nothing bad to say about it, to be honest. It's just not Grand Theft Auto. That's the biggest thing. But I could say that about True Crimes, right? I could say that about what's the other one? That was like a blatant ripoff. Was it True Crimes I'm thinking of?
Yeah,
I think it was True Crimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hell, that 50 Cent game was big. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever it's called. Like they all. Grand Theft Auto was the premier game, so of course they had 1,000 ripoffs, right? But I got nothing bad to say about Crackdown. Real talk.
I think the comic book look messed it up.
I'm not mad at that. That's fair. It's just crazy now to see how like 360 games, PS3 games, like they how bad they look. You know what I mean? Like, but like,
yeah.
And I know obviously we're talking about damn near 15 years ago, actually 15 years ago, but like, damn, like, it's crazy to see because I remember seeing these graphics and being like, yo, this game look real as hell. Like, and now it's like it look how probably how we see like the Xbox, right? The PS2, the GameCube. Now that's how the 360 and stuff is starting to look.
Yeah, it's looking bad.
Let's see. Angel said, "I believe it." like you almost missed the show. That's crazy.
That's crazy, Angel. Man, no belief in your boy.
Right. Levante said, "Real time went bankrupt after this game." Yeah, man. Yeah. And what'd you say?
I said, did they?
Well, yes, because Crackdown ended up getting sold to Volition. I think Volition acquired them, and then because I know Volition, they also do Saints Row. That was the game I was thinking of, Wave, as like the blatant GTA ripoff. And Volition just went out of business this past year. So yeah. Mo said the game was okay. Fun fact: this is the first game I ever sold back to GameStop. Do whatever you want with that information. What'd you get for it?
$250.
Word, man. GameStop was out here like hustling. like
$250 in the Snickers bar.
Word. Daryl Mighty said, I like Crackdown 1 and 2. I bought 3 and it got lost in the collection. Yeah, 3 was not it, man. I think it probably ran this course by then. You know what I mean, Wave? And B, again, there was only so much for it to go, to be real.
Shit too goofy for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Dude is jumping 20 feet in the air off vert. And like LeBron James with a pistol.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Jess said it looks a little too silly. Yeah, like it definitely went for like a lighter feel to it versus like Grand Theft Auto.
I was thinking like, man.
Levante said APB was the last ditch effort at a GTA comparison. I don't think I played that.
What can you expand on what that is? What's ABP? ABP? What is that?
Andrew, they gave him 4 Chicos.
4 Chico sticks and a peanut chew.
Word. Mo said, nah, I actually got dough back. This was before times when they wasn't treating people like hoes. Put this and a few other games towards that Halo 3 pre-order. Okay. I got you.
Oh, so this was 1962.
Yeah. Yo, I see the tight for Tommy on tonight. All right. Yo, that's all we got for this week in gaming. Next week, we have some more stuff to talk about, Wave. Yo, let's jump into topics. And we're going to kick this one off, Wave. Switch 2 reportedly delayed to Q1 of 2025. based on Nintendo, I believe their fiscal year, I believe it ends in June, if I'm correct. So probably sometime before June. Now this makes me think maybe it might come out exactly when the Switch One came out, which was March of 2017. So this will be out March of next year. That's just a thought
Yeah.
process. To be honest, I really don't care because I feel like, although I do think it's time for a new console, the way the Switch is still selling, again, I still think they're gunning for that record, the PS2 thing.
Yeah.
All they gotta do is announce one hot game for the Switch, and if that's going to do numbers. They drop a Pokemon game by the end of the year, that's going to do numbers. They'll get the record, and then they can start fresh next year. Again, there's no actual reasons as to why it was delayed. It's like there's no rumored like hardware failure or anything like that, or reason why it's just pushed back. Then
You know why?
they do have a mini direct coming up on the 21st, which is tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to watching that and seeing what's going on. As they said, they're going to announce games that's coming out the first half of the year. They do it every year at the same time. But what's your thoughts on this, man? Switch 2 being delayed to Q1 of 2025.
Well, like you said, March, so that's the end of quarter one. But at the same time, though, we know why they delayed this. They so close to beating the PS2 record. They trying to give themselves time to do it. And if they put out this new console, that's going to take away from the console that they can sell. So why would they not delay it? You know what I mean? Like, there's literally no reason posted to them delaying it. So the obvious reason would be that they trying to break that record. And I respect it. I get it. Hopefully they do get it so they could put this Switch 2 out, and stop making us wait. But like, it's obvious why they doing it. You know what I mean? It's obvious.
It's fun. It's funny too because I saw somebody make they put out a tweet on Twitter or X, whatever it's called now. And it was actually clever because it was true. It was like technically it's not delayed because they technically never said anything about it. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
Technically it's not delayed. It's just the leaks and stuff have put out a release date, and then they put out basically the same sources that be like, well, it's now delayed. So technically, it's not. Nintendo could say we never said anything about it, but I do agree with you in part. I guess the question I have as a follow up: do you think it would help the sales of the new console or hurt it by pushing it back?
I think it's gonna hurt it a little bit, but not like nothing significant because like you got to think about the people that's they trying to reach for the first one. They're not gonna they're not gonna buy the first Switch and then go back and buy the second one 4 months later. Well, 8 months later, or however many months. But that so it should hurt them a little bit. But like the people that already got the Switch or had it for a while, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy the new one. You know what I mean? Especially since they trying to they coming out. Well, the leakers is making leaking information that this is gonna be like a next gen style Switch, which is super dope. You know what I mean? So I don't think it hurt them at all. Maybe slightly, but nothing significant.
So I guess I'll put this question out to you in the chat before we even get to basically like the next thing is the Switch. Since we last talked about the Switch in terms of the record, which is two weeks ago now, the Switch has sold 1.3 million copies. So it is now down to 17 million they have to sell in order to beat the PS2. What do you think? Look, sequels to console Switch to PS2. The PS2 is kind of the anomaly, to be honest. PS3 didn't touch the PS2. The PS4 beat the PS3, and it's looking like the PS5 ain't gonna touch the PS4, right?
Right.
What do you think is the new one is going to do? Do you think it's going to get to that 100 million? Because that's always the magic number to be an all-time great, is get to 100 million, right? I think only the Wii, PS2, and something else that I'm missing even got to that. The Game Boy, I think. Do you think it's going to eclipse 100 million or under?
I really think it depends on like the way it looks. Like if they stick to their word and make it look like a next gen, I think it's gonna peak 100 mil. If it looks the same way as this one do, it's just a bigger screen or brighter. The view is brighter. You know how they like to do. They like to make it brighter. If it's just brighter and it's a bigger screen, I don't think it sells over 100 mil. Not it might take a while. It might eclipse it, but it might take a couple years. I don't think it do it fast.
Okay. So chat, let me know over 100, over or under 100 mil for the Switch 2. I think there's no way. Like, I think when it's all said and done, I think the Switch 1, like the Switch, is going to sell 160 million, which obviously is the record because the record is 152. I think it's going to sell about 160 million. I think the new one, I think it'll be lucky to get to 105, to be honest. And that, now, granted, that's not bad. Don't get me wrong. That still puts it like 5th all time. But at the same time, I think this was just it was fresh. You know what I mean? It was a brand new concept. I can't see it. If they do 120 again and 130, then shit, that's special. That's special. But
it's still I think it just depends on how it look, man.
Yeah.
If it look like the difference between 360 and because Xbox One and the Series X wasn't a huge jump, but like even that difference would make them sell. Right. You know what I mean? Because it was a nice jump, and they supply their own screen, so they could really make it look the way they want. It ain't like people gotta go get a certain TV to make it look a certain way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you one of those people that keep it at the crib.
Because I'm like, what? Because like obviously Nintendo, they kind of got like a built-in cheat code, right? You got Pokemon fans who will only get the game for Pokemon, right? They only get the console for Pokemon. Zelda fans, same thing. Mario fans, same thing. Animal Crossing does numbers. You know what I mean? We talked about that when that dropped. And so they got all these Smash Bros, Mario Kart. They got all these different bundles that they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they sell a lot. But I'm just curious if they can get to that 100 million again, because like that's big time, man. Like sell 100 million. The fact that they would have done it 3 times now,
right?
4 times if they do it, huh?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
The question I guess would be like, can they make Mario look different? Can they make Mario look better?
They did a good job with Wonder, right? Because that was like. That was 2D Mario still, but I've never played a Mario game like that, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like I've never played a Mario game like that. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do with the next 3D Mario. We know there'll be a new Zelda game, a couple of them probably. You know, there'll probably be a Mario Kart, a Smash, Animal Crossing. Those right there is going to account for about 60 million sales, like console sales. So like. Basically, like, what else can they put out that's new and fresh? And we'll see what they do with the online features. Let's get to the chat, though. Mike Green, what's good, bro? He said Xbox for life. Money bags. Levante said it's like a knockoff knockoff GTA open world, same concept, also developed by Real Time Worlds. Okay, I never played it, so interesting.
Either.
Mo said, we're going to find out tomorrow. There's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning. Yep. If they don't say anything about it tomorrow, then it's not coming out to holiday 25. So he's thinking the very next.
Sheesh, you thinking Q4 type shit.
Jessica said, leave it to Nintendo to be slick on a technicality. Look, man, they made the game, man. Like they played the game well. Mo said, but having a random direct this close to Pokemon Day is worth speculation. This might be why no major games are really announced for the Switch this year.
That's
good. Or they could announce the damn thing tomorrow. You know what I mean? like again, Nintendo never technically said anything. That's the thing. That's important to point out again, right? Because I could see folks being like, "Yo, this and that," but it's like Nintendo would be like, "We never said nothing." Like, so. Mike Green said, the question is, will the Switch be able to supply the demand? Series X and PS5 took a while for people to get one.
Yeah, but they had a chip shortage, and it was because of scalpers too. So those are 2 reasons that they couldn't get them to people.
It can't be worse. You know what I mean? It can't be worse. Like, I think probably what you think is going to do first week when it finally drop Wave?
Numbers?
Like,
10 million. I think they're
That'd be
gonna
a record.
I think they're start. I think they're gonna start. That's if it's what they say. If it's what they say, I think they're gonna break a record, bro. Because the Nintendo Switch, the first one, is innovative as hell. Like without a doubt, it was
Right.
something fresh that nobody ever seen before. And to make it better, bro, I think they're gonna smash it.
Right. So the first Switch did 1.5 million in the first week.
Okay, so I'm ODing. I think like 4.
It's 4 million. Okay.
Yeah, I
Let's
think they're gonna
see.
do better than the first one. Way better.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right, let's see. Let's see. Jess said over 100 million if it's innovative. So basically, what you're saying, Wave, like if they find a way to enhance it, but also give something fresh that it can get to over 100 million. Said over 100 million. I assume he means. Mo said take the under. Okay.
You and me, Mo, gambling people out here.
Said fresh, like females with new babies get new taxes, new Switch.
Hey,
Yo, the crazy part is like that's not far off because like what happens is like for example, I talked about it before, Wave. I see so many kids going to Walmart, Best Buy, whatever, right? And no matter what version of the Switch it is, the OLED or they get the light or they get the regular Switch, I still see kids like with their moms or dads or whatever.
Right.
That he wants that right there. Get the box, see the kid all happy. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, everybody got one. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody got one already. But like you said, it's like, there's some parents who don't want their kids to use theirs. So they gotta get their own. Or B, some kids are now coming of age 6, 7, 8, where it's like, okay, we'll get you your first console. What you want? I want Nintendo. Like,
facts.
So Mo said, yeah, Wave, if I got to bet on something, on someone doing something that's never been done before, that's a bad bet. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Speaking of bad bets, let's get to the next topic. Xbox had a podcast, man, where they was going to announce and address with the fans' concern. And Wave, you know, I'm Team Xbox over here. I've had every Xbox ever. Not that I'm against PlayStation, because I'm not, but Xbox said, bro, they said nothing. Like, I watched that whole thing, Wave. I'm sitting here, and then when I'm telling you, when that shit went off, I was like, they didn't say nothing. All they did was like, yeah, so we're gonna have we're gonna have 4 new games. I know one of them is Hellblade. Yeah, and then we're gonna have 4 games that's coming to all types of platforms. We can't say what those games are, but they might be out second half of this year, if not next year. We value you guys as basically your physical games, right? We value the fact you guys like physical games. We'll have more on that later on in the year. They said nothing, bro. like if there was a problem that they had, I think they made it worse. You know what I mean? Because like they did all this for nothing, bro. And they had Sarah Bond, who's now the president of Xbox there. They had Phil Spencer. We all know him, of course. Like they were there, and the crazy part was I gotta give shout out to the host who actually hosts their official podcast, because it seemed like they started to get annoyed with her because she was asking questions that we would have asked. I know that for a fact. Everybody would have asked, like, so what are these games? Oh, we can't talk about it yet. We're gonna let the studios do that. Okay. Well, when it comes to you guys saying that some of your big games are gonna come to other platforms, like what? Oh, well, we can't announce that either. Okay, well, would you be demanding Nintendo or PlayStation or whoever sends games over to Xbox? Well, that's not really our purpose. So we're kind of looking forward to working with them wherever we can. But I mean, there's nothing really to report now. I feel like the next question is, why are you here?
Right, what do you
yo, bro, I was so disappointed, man. Because at least like take a firm stand and just like stand on business, as they say, right? But like they said nothing, bro. Just like I knew you had time to recap it or whatever. Just what's your thoughts on that? Or moreover, the state of like where are these games at? Hellblade, we know drops in May. Cool. After that, what's next?
Well, Honestly, I think Xbox did that because of the rumors that was going around, which was they gonna send all their exclusives to
Right,
PlayStation. So they had to address it, and they probably felt like they needed to make it more than just addressing that. Quite
right,
honestly, though, they could have kept it to a tweet. They could have tweeted that, could have put it on social media, like only a couple games is going to play. I think they said four games is
right.
going to PlayStation. They didn't even want to tell us what those was because they said they want to roll it out, which I respect that. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure that's the reason why Nintendo's been like sealed lipped because they
Right.
don't want to ruin the rollout to what they plan on doing. It's bad enough all these leakers is trying to ruin it for everybody, man. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't appreciate the leakers messing it up. I want the rollout. I want them to do their thing, come out with the trailers, with the announcements. I appreciate that part of it. It makes it more exciting. It gives more stuff to anticipate. So while I believe this was unnecessary, the whole event, um, I could understand why they did it the way they did. They wanted to kind of just, let the people know, like we have plans. We really can't tell you what it is
Right.
per se. We can't be too specific, but we just vaguely tell you this is the idea. So they did say a whole bunch of nothing, but they said a lot in that nothing.
Yeah, man. Like it's one of those things, Wave, where I'm like, yo, because like, look, what they did say is they're gonna release 10 games this year. They won't specify what's gonna come from Xbox Studios and what's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
The two that we know of for sure is the Indiana Jones game because that was already announced, and Hellblade 2. Those are the two we know for sure. Um, and those technically fall under Xbox Studios, technically, right?
Yeah.
Um, we also know that they did say they are still going to put consoles out for the foreseeable future, right? We know Microsoft, they do everything in spans of 10 years. So I'm assuming for the next 10 years, we'll probably get another Xbox of some sort, you know what I mean? Some type of
Right.
refresh and then whatever. And then we'll go from there. Other than that, like I said, my biggest problem was it's like they really said nothing. Now, I will say there is an Xbox showcase in June. There always is. They did announce that it will be in June. But I just feel like they need to do a better job of either saying something or just don't say anything at all, right? Like the one thing I could say about PlayStation is when they ready to put games out, they'll announce them. Other than that, you could talk all the shit you want. They won't say nothing. You know what I mean? Like they'll be
Right.
like, all right, go ahead, talk. And then
But
they'll go ahead.
I'm sorry, but there's been a lot of more leaks as far as Xbox concerned. Like they kind of had to because they was leaking the fact that Xbox was claiming that they wasn't gonna do any more consoles as well. So like
Right.
they kind of had to address it. They, like I said, they could have left it to a tweet. But they ain't had no. They had to address it.
You see, I agree. They had to say something, but the problem is, it's like they virtually said nothing. It's like we called you all here today because we heard that there's been some rumors. So let's just get it out in the air and let's address it. You can't really address it at this time. We'll talk about it later on. That's basically what I got from the overall thing, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I did see that they again, the podcast host, I don't know if she was prompted to ask, like they told her, here, ask us these questions. We're not going to answer them, but make yourself look good or whatever. But she was on point because she was like, well, what about attending events like Summer Games Fest, PAX, stuff like that the company historically has gone to, but has pulled back. And that's when they announced they are going to do their own showcase, but they do want to get more of a presence at these events again, which unfortunate for E3 companies like Xbox and Sega and PlayStation pulling out is what kind of caused it to fail. Right, but I don't know, man. I just felt like they really said a whole bunch of nothing, and it kind of hurt more than it helped because people left with even more questions and rumors now, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's a good thing though. You want people to be kind of like in a I don't want to say suspense. That's not the right word, but you don't really
if you
want people to
deliver,
know your
yes.
mood. You know what I mean? Especially since you made it very clear that you respect the rollouts and you want to roll out.
Right.
You can't really give too much. They just had to say we still gonna make consoles. Only these amount of games is going to PlayStation. So don't fret because people that was really the Xbox players' concern. Like, are they gonna give away all the exclusives? So they had to kind of, you know what I
Right.
mean? They had to address it without saying anything, which makes sense because, well, they could have made it. Don't make sense. They could have made that a tweet, but if they're
Right.
gonna do it, they had to do it that way because they want that rollout. They want it to be special. They wanted to keep it the way that we're accustomed to having it. So they
And I
had
agree.
to do it that way.
For the record, I do agree. But my only concern is this Xbox showcase is going to have a pressure on it like never before. You know what I mean? Because towards the end, every question she had was just like, let's just look forward towards the showcase. We'll have more then. We'll have more then. It's like, okay. When
Yeah,
it comes
when
June, yeah, you know what I mean? You got to deliver now. That's like NBA players. It's regular season, man. When we get to the playoffs, like, we ready. Okay, you can't go 0 for 20 in the you know what I mean? Like you can't, you gotta go
Right.
and you gotta ball out. And I feel like it's game time for Xbox, man. Let's get to the chat. Mo said didn't even know the event happened. That's the other thing. Like they announced it like the day before, it felt like. And they put it on their own podcast, which is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. But I felt like they could have did a better job of promoting it, which I do think was intentional.
Right.
Just said, and leave it to Microsoft to speak forever and say nothing. Yo, that's the biggest part about it. Wait, they kept building it up like, yeah, now we're gonna address this point. Da 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 da. We'll talk about it later. Like it's like, oh, I see what this is. Y'all slick, man. Y'all slick. Just said everybody just being themselves tonight. Word. It's vacation week. Mo said, yeah, I never understood leakers. Like you told us what was going to happen before it happened. So what? It wastes everyone's time. Bro,
right.
That's
annoying.
The internet gaming culture. That's, content creators, bro. If you look at it, everybody's in a rush to say the same thing. And it's the same thing we already know, right? Wave, and like half the time it's saying the same thing with your opinion on it, but you want to make it look like it's first. Like I've seen this whole battle back and forth where it's like, yeah, I told you the Switch was getting pushed back. I told you in this video. Click the video. Yeah, I think we might see the Switch this year, but we might see it next year. You didn't tell us anything. You just said it might. Like you just gave it like you took a guess. And your guess happened to be right, allegedly. So it's like you didn't say nothing, right? You just basically, but like that's been the culture lately, bro. Everything is just like these hot takes and like guesses.
Well, while we guessing, I will say 2 years ago, I said Xbox is going consoleless. So when it happened, remember I said that shit first.
Word. See? You see? What's gonna happen is they're gonna do that and then 2035, right? And Wave gonna be like, look at this on this date in 2021. I said that.
I'm gonna have to, bro, because you know, because when we first started this shit, we was talking about the state of Xbox. That was 3 years ago, and I literally said Xbox. I feel like Xbox is gonna go consoleless.
You did. Ashley Larry was good. He said Xbox on that Ben Simmons shit.
Nah, that's disrespectful.
So my back hurt. Well, says the video game equivalent of spoiling a movie. Let me find out from the trailer and get hype from that.
Right.
I agree, man. These leakers, it's like they want the clout. There's literally no other way to say it. But yo, Wave, that's all we got for topics, Wave. Let's get into the spin wheel. You ready, man?
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it, yo. Spin wheel time. Appreciate y'all rocking with us on this Tuesday night. Let's get to it. If you could only play as one wrestler in WWF No Mercy, who would you choose and why?
Damn, one wrestler. Oh,
so we basically going back to the Attitude Era, Wave. One wrestler and No Mercy. Only pick one.
Gotta be The Rock, man.
You picking The Rock?
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that. I'm not
the
mad
Brahma
at that at
Bull,
all.
the people's champ.
Who back now, man? Came out
because the movie is coming out. Yo, I meant to bring that up last week. I forgot. I'm glad we got this question, bro, because a couple weeks ago when The Rock first announced he was coming back. I told you he had a movie coming out. They just announced Moana 2 is coming out. Just had to put that out there.
Yo, he did announce that. He did announce that, Wave. But it's crazy. My man came out with the diamond chain. He had a Versace vest on. Like
The Rock,
The Rock might be back, right? Like
he's tweaking.
Yo, that shit had me in tears, Wave. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, man. Hold on.
Versace shirt is classic from The Rock.
What'd you say?
I said the Rock with the Versace shirt is classic.
I agree, man.
It's iconic.
I agree, but that shit had me in tears though, Wave. I was like, yo, this dude really came out with a Versace vest on. Like, that's crazy work. Like,
Moana, man.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying. But look, man, if I'm going with Shawn Michaels, man. I know he was a secret character that you had to unlock in the game, but I'm going with HBK, man. Super kick, the elbow drop. I'm going with HBK, man. Let's see.
One of my favorite wrestlers, man. Sexy boy, not your boy.
Mo said myself. We had creative wrestlers back then. We definitely did. Man. He
Trash.
Said, Yo.
Definitely rock bottoming you.
Yo. Yo, he said that shit quick as hell. It's trash. Yo, I don't know why that's so funny to me right now. Like, my man just trash. Like, yo,
because it's all love, you know how I go.
Well, nah, of course, Wave. Well, hold on, Wave. Let me show you something real quick, man. Let me show you this dude. Rock.
I'll pull up Mo creative character.
Nah, this dude came out with the Versace vest on,
with
diamond
the no
chain,
sleeves,
with the sunglasses.
It would have been crazy if he would have wore a hairpiece.
Yeah,
he used to rock his hair back in the day.
Right.
That shit would have been crazy.
Yo, somebody said he looked like he'd be on Dykeman. Yo, yo,
that's crazy. Why is still so fucking brolic, man? That don't make no sense.
Yo, man, I was like, this dude, The Rock is wilding. But
arm so big, he had to cut his sleeves off. That's
right.
Make no sense.
Crazy. But all right, let's see. Madden said Undertaker or Kane, no questions. Choke slam the hell out of Wave.
Come on, bro.
Stone Cold Stunner Wave. Ashley Larry said Austin 316, the Texas Rattlesnake. I ain't mad at that either, man. Can't go wrong with Stone Cold. You can never go wrong.
How you gonna Stone Cold Stunner me with Kane or the Undertaker? Bro? They don't do that. That's what to put that out there.
All right, let's get to the next one. Best racing game of all time, Midnight Club 2.
I think we did this one already, though.
I think we did.
Yeah, because I think I agree with you on that.
Daryl Miner said real quick, said Need for Speed High Pursuit. I'm not mad at that.
Best racing game? Nah.
Midnight Club 2. Okay, another one. All right, bet.
Yeah, I agree with that. Man.
How much time do you spend playing video games every week? I know how much time I want to spend playing video games. Fortunately, it's not that much, but I'll probably say a solid, try to get like at least, I'd say probably a good 3 hours a week, which is way less than what it used to be. But
3 hours a week?
Lately, it's been more because I've had more time. But like last year, it's probably like 3 hours a week. Lately, it's been probably more like 8, 9, 10 hours a week, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say anywhere between 7 and 10 hours.
But it's not enough though. I know that.
It's probably a little bit more because of the weekends.
Right. because if I'm thinking about it, Wave, like usually, yeah, I say probably lately, like close to 10, because you figure what a game of Madden takes what an hour,
Not 30
usually
minutes.
30 minutes. So probably, yeah,
Yeah.
I play a few of that, a little bit of COD, the Mario game. I probably spend like 2 or 3 hours on that. So like, yeah, probably like 10, like 10 to 12 lately. But again, it never feel like enough time to be honest, man.
Right. It changes.
What'd you say? I forgot. Did you say 10 or?
I said between like seven plus.
Okay.
Like,
Most said right now almost 0 hours, and I feel you, man. You
yeah, you
moving,
getting ready for a big change in life, bro.
yeah. I
Of
mean,
course you ain't
moving to
playing
a
no game.
whole other planet, like,
Right.
like
Moving to
going to
Planet
Mars,
Vegeta.
right? Like you about to collect all 7 Dragon Balls. Like Jessica said, varies too much. Like,
Yeah, it do.
Ashley Larry said, not enough time. I feel that. Not
Facts,
enough
bro. We
time,
missed you today on Apex, man.
enough time. Daryl Minan said 50 plus.
A week? A week? I don't
I'm
believe
mad
that,
at it.
bro. I don't believe
50.
that. 50 plus is crazy. A week? Nah.
I'm mad at said Wave stole my account. I can't
Bruh,
play.
stop. Quit the cat, bro.
Said I'll be on tomorrow. I feel that though. All right, yo, yeah, wait, let's hit one more and then we'll get out of here, man.
Yes, sir. Word, 'cause my boy I Am Mad at throwing mad smut on my name.
Rank the N64 Aki wrestling games. So the Aki wrestling games obviously are World Tour, Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, and No Mercy. So
I said, what the hell is that?
the Aki engine is basically the grappling system, the striking, the grappling, the reversals. That's why all four of those games played the same. You know what I'm saying? It's called the Aki engine, right? World Tour, World Tour at 4.
Okay, I agree.
Damn, because now the top 3. Fuck. I'm going World Tour at 4, Revenge at 3, WrestleMania 2000 at 2, and No Mercy at 1. I'm doing that simply because it's easy to say each game has gotten better. If you notice, they're basically in the order they came out, right? But they all got better. But the thing is, Revenge is so iconic. I easily could put that too. But I feel like WrestleMania 2000 is so slept on, right? Because it's obviously No Mercy built off of it, but it's such a different game from No Mercy. Just the whole game is not the same. You know what I mean? It's like its own set. Like you go back and play it. Now the pace is slower. Yeah, the pace is slower. The reversal system is similar, but the way you time it is better. The way you can, it's its own experience. It's not just, oh, this is a game No Mercy built off of. I feel like it don't get the respect. Now we usually go straight from Revenge to No Mercy, right? Where WrestleMania 2000 was special, man. That's why I'm saying that.
So me, I gotta, cause I can't really, I gotta go with my own ranking. I'll go Revenge. I had so much fun playing the game.
Okay.
Then I gotta go WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, and then whatever the last one is, because I didn't play it. I'm not gonna lie.
World Tour,
yeah, World Tour. I didn't play that, so that gotta be, that's only last because I didn't play it, not because I think it's worse.
Got you. Daryl might have said, bro, he said, you know, I'm playing at work. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but damn, bro, 50 hours is crazy. I don't believe it.
Dane Williams said roughly 20 hours. That's that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean, at 20 hours, to be honest, with the amount of games I have, because I like to go back and actually play. That's what I say. I collect games, but I'm not the collector where it's like, oh, this game has never been open and stuff. I actually like to play the games I have in my collection. You know what I mean? And so many of them I haven't even opened in like years. Most said No Mercy, Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, World Tour. I'd say that list right there is usually the most popular list. You know what I mean? Right there. I am mad and said No Mercy is better. Everything else a 5. Okay.
That's disrespect. Revenge was goated, bro. Why
Word.
people don't like Revenge? I think that gym was
To
goated.
be honest, I think it's because it's WCW, to be honest. Will said that's because it's right. That's why it's popular. I ain't mad at that, man. I ain't mad at that. All right, yo, that's all we got for this week's show, man. Appreciate y'all kicking it with us on this Tuesday night. We'll be back next Tuesday. Same time, same place, same channel, same everything, man. Wave, take it away.
Hey, yo, we appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all enjoy y'all week. We'll see you next Tuesday at 9:05 on any platform that you actually like to watch us, man. Keep the comments coming. Keep the lurking coming. Keep the liking coming. Peace.
We out. Peace.